Well, he struck out Curtis Granderson to start the third inning, and now he faces the rookie again, but he was one of the heroes yesterday. And he hits that ball well to center field, and Sean Figgins is racing back. He's at the wall. He leaps. It's off the top of the wall, and Detroit will take the lead. Figgins gets to the baseball. They're going to send him home, and Granderson will have an inside the park home run.
Ball was hit well off of the bat. Didn't think it had enough to get out. Sean Figgins did, though. Looks like he kind of misjudged this one again in center field. Jumped up and really missed it by about 2 or 3 feet. And he goes to pick it up and he drops it.
So Detroit has taken a 4-2 lead on a 3-run inside the park home run. Granderson just took Francisco Liriano, a good fastball thrower, deep yesterday.
Kevin Tapani, remember him? I mean, he started with the Mets, but he's a strike thrower.
High drive, deep right field. Dome it back, looking up. See ya! Home run, Granderson. Yankees on the board. It's 4-1 Twins. Drive down the right field line. See ya! A home run for Curtis Granderson. 2 in 2 innings. A 2-run shot. And the Yankees have come all the way back, and they lead 6-4.
Well, you talk about feeling comfortable getting in the groove.
That one's driven deep to right field. There it goes. 3 home runs for Curtis Granderson. What a night. There's a couple more bats coming up. 7-4 Yanks. And that is Granderson's first 3 home run game.
The 0-2 pitch, swinging a high fly ball, well hit to right. Granderson back onto the track in front of the fence. He jumps, and he made the catch! Curtis Granderson might just have taken a home run away from Chris Coghlan. Sensational play by Granderson, 2 men away.
And Coghlan, just looking at the replay of him, he had both hands on his batting helmet rounding first, looking like he had just seen a ghost.
Welcome to October in Flushing.
Syndergaard's first start was at Wrigley Field against the Cubs. Coghlan got him for a home run. That's why he's in the lineup.
That's in the air to right field. Granderson is back at the track, at the wall, leaping, and he made that catch.
Nice time jump. See him feeling for that wall. And the good veteran outfielders know how much room they have before they get to that wall.
Ronnie, I know you know that feeling when they have one of your fielders save you one, as Granderson did for Syndergaard.
Coghlan hits a drive. Right center field. Back toward the wall is Granderson near the fence, leaping and making the catch. He may have stolen a home run. Granderson went right back to the barrier, leaped up high, and I believe had his glove over the top of the fence when he hauled it in.
Yeah, that ball's out of the ballpark, guys. Granderson jumps up. He gets to the wall in good shape. Leaps up right in front of it and up above the wall. Pulls that ball in, so Coghlan gives it a ride. Granderson keeps the score at 3-0.
Everything going the Mets' way right now.
That's in the air, right center. It sounded good. 1-0 New York.
Beautiful day, particularly if you're sitting in the sun. A little breeze blowing in from right center field, and Curtis hits one into the wind to deep right. Back goes Davis near the wall, and it's out of here. A home run for Curtis Granderson. Just got it over the glove of Rajai Davis. Granderson's first home run of the year, and the Mets on the 3rd pitch of the game take a 1-0 lead.
And yet another home run, 5th of this series, 4 last night.
Fastball, Curtis waiting up at the plate nicely. Curtis had a very good at bat his last at bat last night. Hit a line drive base hit into the right center field gap. So maybe this is signs of Curtis coming out of his slumber.
For Baltimore and then later San Diego, Granderson grounds one toward the middle, and the Mets have a leadoff hit. Bases loaded, one out. 7th pitch of the at bat coming to Granderson. And Curtis drills one deep right field. Back toward the corner. It's out of here! Grand slam, Curtis Granderson. And the Mets take full advantage of the error. Granderson goes deep, and the Mets have a 4-0 lead. That's it deep to right field, right down the line, headed toward the wall, and it's out of here. Curtis Granderson with his 2nd of the night. A booming drive for Granderson, and it's 5-2 New York.
And this is a long time coming. Curtis off to a slow start. This is good to see.
Again, the 3-2. He drives one to right field. Granderson back on the warning track. Makes a stunning catch. Tagging at third is Posey. He comes in, but Curtis Granderson saves a run with a sparkling play a step in front of the wall.
Dane Sardina, and Sizemore lifts that one to center. Granderson going back on the track. It is gone! No, it's not. Granderson caught it. Saved a home run as Barfield gets back. Oh, my. Curtis Granderson robbed Grady Sizemore and completely fooled me.
Can you believe that catch? I mean, Verlander is pumped.
Oh, my.
That, folks, is perfect timing and a big league play, and this crowd is in shock. What a play.
Well, Grady Sizemore sent this one to dead center field. And Curtis Granderson goes up and
ball
over.
Game. It's over.
Oh.
No, he snatches it back. The only thing he did wrong is he tried to throw it all the way back to first base. Watch Grady.
He thought it was gone and says,
unbelievable.
I can't believe it.
He can't believe it is right. Boy, frustration. What a great play by Granderson. Look at, he is in shock.
The final score tonight, Detroit 1, Cleveland nothing.
October 3rd, one of 2 no-hitters Scherzer threw last year. Curtis Granderson leads off, hitting just 200 for the year. He attacks the first pitch, hits it in the air to right. Harper going back onto the warning track at the wall. It's out of here! Curtis Granderson for the 2nd time in a week hits the first pitch of the game out of the ballpark. And Granderson hits it in the air, down the right field line, toward the corner, clean near the pole, and it's out of here! Curtis Granderson wins it with a home run in the bottom of the ninth. It had been a rough night at the plate for Granderson. It had been a rough last few days, 0 for his last 11. But he gets a hold of the fastball from Baez. It's his 9th home run of the year, and the Mets have themselves a victory after letting a 4-run lead get away in the top of the 9th. Mets win it 6-5. In the air, deep left field. Back goes Schaefer near the wall. And it's out of here! Curtis Granderson ties the game with an opposite field home run!
Oh, my.
Number 27 for Granderson. He rarely goes the other way to hit home runs. He did there, got it over the orange line to lift the apple and get the Mets even in the bottom of the 11th. Granderson had a walk-off home run earlier this year against the Dodgers back in May. And Curtis swings, hits it deep to right field. Back toward the corner. Kepler near the wall. It's out of here! Granderson wins it! Curtis hits the tying home run of the 11th, the walk-off home run of the 12th, and the Mets win it 3-2.
2-2. Fly ball center field and deep. Granderson still going back. Made the catch! He made the catch!
crashes into the wall. A remarkable play by Granderson to keep this game scoreless.
He's covering ground. He looks where the wall is and makes the catch knowing that he's going to run into it. Noah Syndergaard off the bat. This looked like it was going to be gone, at least a double off the wall. Definitely saved a run.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's the Cubs 4, the Mets 4. Granderson leads off. 1 home run away from 300 in his career.
And Curtis hits one down the right field line, headed toward the corner. It's out of here! Curtis Granderson gives the Mets the lead.
For Granderson, it is his 300th Major League home run, and it gives the Mets a 5-4 lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
What a spot for a big round number.
Congratulations on the milestone, Curtis Granderson.
Granderson with a drive down the line in right field, and that ball is gone! In a matchup of a live young arm against a once great veteran, Curtis Granderson is the one who prevails, and number 300 of an admirable career.
0-2 to Curtis. And he hits it in the air to deep right center field. Back goes Harper onto the warning track. Back at the wall. It's out of here! Curtis Granderson ties the game with a 2-run pinch hit home run. Bad hip and all with the Mets down to their final strike. Granderson ties it up.
The Mets trailing 7-1 have the bases loaded, nobody out. And the top of the order coming up. First pitch hit deep to right field. Judge going back. It's on the way. Grand slam, Curtis Granderson. He hit it off the facing of the upper deck in right field, the Coca-Cola corner, and the Mets have turned this into a ball game. With nobody out of the bottom of the 9th inning, it's the Yankees 7 and the Mets 5.
Taylor at third, Seager at second, Turner over at first base, fly ball, right field. Did he get it? Granderson has just left the building for Curtis Granderson. His 8th career grand slam. The Dodgers left the bases loaded in the 2nd. They left the bases loaded in the 6th. And Curtis Granderson clears the bases here in the 7th inning. Welcome indeed to the Dodgers.
High fly ball deep to right. Get up, ball. Get up. Get out of here. God! Home run, Curtis Granderson. His first of the season, and Sanchez gets a run.
Told you that he's going to hit his share of home runs for the Blue Jays, and he picked a great time to get number 1. In the 9th inning of a 1-1 game, he just missed a double down the right field line. O'Day loves to elevate that fastball with 2 strikes to batters. Curtis, who was 1 for 3 in his career against O'Day before that at bat, unties it.
Granderson with 1 out, the bases loaded, swinging a ball in the air out to left field. Orlando back at the wall. He jumps and it's gone! Curtis Granderson puts a grand slam into the Blue Jay bullpen. Opposite field pop from Granderson. It's painted all blue today for Toronto. 15-5.
2-0. And a swing and a high fly ball, deep right field, and this game is over. What a night for Curtis Granderson. At 37 years of age, he can still turn one around, and he does it to give the Blue Jays a walk-off win.
Granderson cut down the go-ahead run with a terrific throw from left field in the 9th inning, and he hammered that thing. His 4th career walk-off home run, his first walk-off home run since September of 2016. Now playing with the Mets. What a night for Curtis Granderson, and that snaps the Red Sox winning streak. Granderson, his 5th home run, and you mentioned it. Hess has had problems with the long ball. That's the 6th home run. He has surrendered.
A home run now in 4 of his 5 starts. All 9 runs coming into this game that he has allowed have come via the home run. That's now 10 runs on home runs. A little cut fastball down and in, and he just drops the head on it. The O's have had their trouble in the first inning.
Verlander against his former teammate, Curtis Granderson. Granderson, Tommy hawks it high and deep. Get up, ball, get up, and gone! Curtis Granderson. He homered on Saturday, and he is homered here tonight to tie it up. Boy, he got on top of that. Looked like a changeup, something off speed that stayed up in the zone.
Curtis Granderson takes his former Tiger teammate deep over the wall in right. Home run number 8 for Curtis Granderson.
Justin Verlander is about to throw his 104th pitch. Here it comes. It's swung on and hit in the air to left field. Back goes Gonzalez. Back at the wall, looks up, and it's gone! Curtis Granderson goes opposite field into the first row of the Crawford boxes, 315 feet away.
And once again, Curtis gets him.
Homer to right in the 5th. Opposite field home run here in the 7th.
Granderson's 4th career home run against Justin Verlander. Now back-to-back at bats. First multi-home run game since 2016 with the Mets.
There's another drive to left field. Granderson over and makes an outstanding catch. Oh, what an effort by Curtis Granderson. He saves another run for Jay Happ. Granderson making his 26th start in left field. Extends, dives, and takes a hit away from Higashioka and saves another run for the Blue Jays.
There's a high fly ball to right. Bonifacio back at the track, at the wall. Get out of here, ball gone. Grand slam home run for Curtis Granderson. His 10th grand slam of his career, and the 6th the Blue Jays have hit this season. There's your big inning, pal.
There it is right there. The one hit that they were looking for to really bust this thing open, to have a big inning. It was set up for him. After the first 4 batters got on base, they were looking for one guy to cash them all in, and the Grandy man with the grand slam.
And a drive out to right field. Now that's dandy. Curtis Granderson with a home run. Well, all the new faces jumping in. Welcome to Miami, Curtis Granderson. It's 1-0.
All the new guys are getting the hard part
It's easy.
done early. Let's just hit home runs all season long. I don't know. You said to me in the pregame 163. I think you started moving that number up.
Yeah.
Is this how the Marlins are going to do it? Their 4th home run of the year. How about it, Curtis Granderson? Get yourself a fastball and turn it around. Indeed, fun to watch.
Out to center field. Way back is Inciarte, and Granderson has done it. He ties the game to dead center field off the bench. Curtis comes through. We're tied.
Yeah, right man, right spot. Game on the line. I'll tell you what, Marlins pinch hitters this year, the group of them have been absolutely outstanding. 8th pinch hit, 3rd homer. He gets that front foot down, gets a fastball that he can hammer to center and make that number 12.
Here's the 0-2. Drives that one high to left field. Granderson is going back. It's carrying. Granderson right at the wall. Leaps. And he's got it.
Boy, Grandy.
As deep as you can go without getting it out.
Certainly prevents extra base hits. Now, the hang time on this baseball gave Granderson enough of an opportunity to get back to the wall. That's what you love as an outfielder. And I'll tell you what, that ball might have been gone. I think that ball's out.
Yeah, I think it's the top, at the very least, if it doesn't go over, hits the top and probably caroms out.
Right.
Maybe over.
To left field, sends Granderson back toward the wall, and he makes the catch up against the wall. Curtis Granderson with a tremendous grab. A homer and some glove work for the hometown kid.
Line drive home run to right. No doubter.
And Curtis Granderson with a drive, right center field, and it's gone! A home run for Curtis Granderson. Marlins go back-to-back and take a lead in the 8th.
Welcome back, Grandy man. Just in case anybody in New York forgot how great you were in both uniforms, remind them.
What a turn of events here in the 8th inning. Wheeler absolutely cruising and then gives up back-to-back home runs.
Yeah, the slider didn't do much. Cement mixer out over the plate. Well, Grandy has had a number of huge moments in his lifetime. He's created some special ones this season with the Marlins, probably none bigger than this one.
The Grandy man is calling it a wrap. Curtis Granderson has announced his retirement, joins us on the Friday Stove. Hey, Curtis, congratulations on a great career. Congrats on making a decision, and thanks for being with us. How you feeling today?
Super excited. It's snowing today here in Chicago. Beautiful day, and just excited to get ready for this next chapter of my life.
So you're feeling good about it, Curtis. I want to ask you, you wore a lot of jerseys. One, what jersey do you consider yourself as? As you retire today, what team do you identify with the most?
I'd probably say the Detroit Tigers. I mean, that's where I got my start. I was blessed that they drafted me in 2002. I got a chance to make it to the big leagues in 2004. My first ever World Series in 2006 and my first All-Star in 2009. And we started the Grandkids Foundation there in 2007. So a lot of firsts, a lot of things that helped establish and create the career. So Detroit Tigers gave me the start to build the foundation for all the other 6 teams that I got a chance to play for.
Well, in 2007, you had an unbelievable season for Detroit. That's when you jumped on the map to me. 38 doubles, 23 triples, 23 homers. I mean, that's 20, 20, 20, and you stole over 20 bags. I mean, unbelievable. Was that your best season?
I was tired that season, a lot of running that season, which was great. But I remember Gene Lamont, our third base coach, he would always be sending me to third base because everyone asked, how'd you get so many triples? That's a big thanks to, in part, to Gene Lamont, the former third base coach for the Detroit Tigers. He'd be waving me, I'd be going, we'd be running and flying. It was a lot of fun that season. And Jimmy Rollins also did the 2020 that season. So him and I joined that elite company with Willie Mays and Fleet Wildfire Schulte to get a chance to be in that elite group, which was awesome. But it was a lot of fun. I definitely got to put that as one of the top seasons of my career. Truly blessed to have had that situation and a great staff. I mean, Magglio Ordonez, Placido Polanco, Gary Sheffield, Marcus Timms were on that Detroit Tiger team, Justin Verlander, just to name a few. It was a fun team, a fun ride, and helped kind of springboard, like you said, all the other different things that came after it.
Curtis, Ken Rosenthal, congratulations. Been a pleasure covering you, watching you play. I wanted to ask you something that you wrote about in your statement that you put out on Twitter this morning. You talked about the future and wanting to make an impact and wanting to stay in the game of baseball. What do you have in mind?
It's all broad. It's the dream is out there, but the big thing, I definitely want to make sure that as exciting and as love for the game that I had, that same passion is introduced to kids not only in Chicago, in the United States, but around the world. I think this game provides so many opportunities, from teamwork to leadership to discipline to learning how to fail, learning how to work hard, succeed, and just the diversity of being around so many different people around the world. So I really want to have some impact of continuing to bring the game to so many different people. Keep it exciting, keep it fun, and just show how I fell in love with the game, and hopefully so many different people of the next generation will continue to do the same thing.
I consider you really a poster child for the discussion that guys can get to the big leagues and then make themselves into stars, make themselves better. Your first full season in the big leagues, you led the league in strikeouts, and then it was all uphill from there. Other than hard work and other than putting the time in, what was it that turned it for you? Because you made yourself into a completely different player in your young career.
I think being able to adapt and understanding, hey, I made it to the big leagues, but this isn't it for me. I'm hoping to stay here in the big leagues and establish, and I constantly have to continue to keep working. I had some great coaches in all the different teams I played with. And like you said, I led the league in strikeouts in 2006. But in the next year, which is that 2007 year that Harold talked about, we did the 2020, batted over 300. There's always room for improvement no matter where anybody happens to be. You know, seeing guys like Miguel Cabrera, Placido Polanco, Pudge Rodriguez on that Tiger team, constantly trying to find ways to improve. I mean, I had 2 guys on that team that had 200 hits. So seeing that there's always ways to get better, I think was big, and it definitely helped out. So a lot of credit to my teammates, the coaching staff, and also understanding, saying, hey, I know there's a lot more in the tank. I'm definitely not at the end of this race yet. I still got to continue to improve. So for all the players that are playing right now, whether you're in T-ball or in the big leagues, there's always room to improve, because I'm hoping that everybody's trying to get to the next level. And that's where I was at in 2006. After that year, I was always trying to find ways to get better and better every day.
You're pretty loaded with talent, too. As Ricky Henderson said, I guess you ain't Ricky Henderson then, are you? Right. Ken's got another one for you.
Curtis, it's always difficult for players to step away. I'm wondering, when did you make this decision to retire, and how did it come about?
You know what, over the past 2 years, I started thinking about it. I mean, the media, you guys are asking all the questions. When do you think it's going to be done? The Toronto Blue Jays gave me a great opportunity to play with them back in 2018. The Miami Marlins gave me another awesome opportunity last year in 2019. But I started seeing how things were just shaping out. You know, my age is going up. As much as I wanted to slow things down and look for the fountain of youth, but no one seems to respond unless you guys, Harold and Matt, have it and let me know. Still looking for that. But other than that, though, I mean, the game is moving in an amazing direction. I'm glad I got a chance to be a part of it and see it. And I'm excited for what comes next. I'm excited to be home, even though it is snowing here in Chicago. But the Chicago summers are amazing. And coming here only for 3 days to play against the Cubs or the White Sox wasn't enough for me. So really looking forward to that. Friends and family here, and just enjoying and looking back and just saying, hey, okay, how can I help the next generation accomplish bigger and better things that I ever could have imagined?
Well, you know, you've been on with us for about 10 minutes this morning, Curtis, and you've already missed calls from Fox, ESPN, Barstool, Home Shopping Network, and Bravo, each of whom want to sign you to long-term deals. So field those phone calls.
I need to get the Home Shopping Network. I was a huge fan of that show growing up. So get me out there to sell something. You know, I could sell that George Foreman grill with the best of them.
You got it. Hey, congratulations on everything you've accomplished in your playing career. Best of luck in whatever's next. We hope we're a part of it over here. Thanks for being with us, Curtis.
Hey, thank you, guys, and thanks to all the fans. You guys were truly amazing. It's been an amazing ride, and look forward to getting a chance to interact and see you guys. Life after baseball. As they say, change is a good thing, so I'm looking forward to it.
Congratulations, man. Great career.
Thank you.
Great career,
Thanks,
Curtis.
Thanks, man.